Shavkat Rakhmonov. He's not shit that he needs to retire, but he's definitely in C tier. Shavkat Rakhmonov C tier. And I think even if he is going to fight Bilal Muhammad next, Bilal Muhammad beats him like pretty easy. I think Bilal Muhammad would outstrike him and would outgrapple him. JDM may have a better case for one. I think the Burns win holds up better in welterweight than AF Shavkat. I couldn't agree more. I agree. I think JDM deserves it more, but I feel like Bilal Muhammad probably will want to come back pretty soon. I think he said he wanted to fight before the end of the year, so they will more than likely have him fight Shavkat. Although in my mind, I think Shavkat should fight JDM first, winner then fights Bilal Muhammad. I think Leon deserves a title rematch. A lot of people will hate on that, but I do believe Leon has done enough to earn himself an immediate title rematch. 9 years unbeaten, 2 title defenses, beat Usman back to back, who's arguably the best in that division of all time, beat Colby Covington, the 2 best guys for years. I think Leon deserves a rematch, but anyway, Shavkat's going in the C tier, overrated as hell in my opinion. Next up, MVP. Now MVP is coming off a loss to Ian Gary. I don't want to say I predicted that to happen, but it did. MVP, great striker, very unorthodox. I think he would have had a more successful UFC career. Pause, I'm going to get a can of Coke. I think he would have had a more successful UFC career if he had left earlier. I think he stayed too long in Bellator fighting cans. He's came over, well, what is he, 37 maybe? And he's came over at 37. He's had 2 fights now. He beat Kevin Holland, didn't get a finish. He then fought Ian Gary and got completely out-grappled and shown that he essentially has 0 ground game. Like none. So yeah, for me, I'm going to put MVP C tier. Same with Shavkat. I think Shavkat would beat MVP. I do think both guys are slightly overrated though. It annoyed me how we showed no urgency. Yeah, he just got stuck there, didn't he? It was weird. A lot of people shit on Ian Gary for that fight, but like, what was Ian Gary meant to do? I don't think anybody's gonna beat MVP. Let me think. I believe that. I think a lot of people are gonna have a really hard time to beat MVP on the feet. So, and Ian Gary, what's he meant to do? Risk his undefeated record, risk potentially fighting for the belt next, getting into the top 5 to stand there and strike with MVP when he knows he can just out-grapple him. Doesn't make any sense to me. MVP, C tier. Next up, Pereira. Alex Pereira. Now, Alex Pereira is in a pretty interesting situation because I said S tier. I'm going to try and keep it for people who are like the GOATs of their division, in my opinion. And as good as Pereira is, he is not a GOAT in any division, especially when it became clear how much faster MVP was. MVP is going to be so much faster than a lot of people. His fight style, the way he moves on the feet, is just crazy. MVP is such a dynamic striker. The way that guy moves is just genuinely, I don't think there's anybody that moves like MVP. Like, I think MVP, if you're training to fight MVP, it's just shit, because who do you get in to copy that style? You can't get anybody. But yeah, back to what I'm saying about Alex Pereira on a historic run. He's beat like 5 or 6 world champions now. He's a champion in 2 divisions. He's obviously beat Adesanya, but like I said, S tier in my opinion, fuck, that's disgusting, is going to be fucking hell. Is going to be for the guys who are the GOATs of their division. Pereira isn't the GOAT of any of the division he's competed in. He's going in above Adesanya though. I think that's fair. I think a lot of people do wonder about Adesanya, Pereira, who's people picking. I think you have to pick Pereira. He's basically done what Adesanya wanted to do, but couldn't. But then again, Adesanya has more title defenses. He essentially lapped the middleweight division. But still, Pereira's above him, in my opinion. What do we think of this list so far, be honest? Am I cooking here or no? am I cooking here? What's everybody think for this weekend? Who's everybody backing in the main event? I think Shavkat could be B just because I think he's done more than MVP. Yeah, you probably could put him there, but I'm not going to. Shavkat Rakhmonov stands C tier. I think the reason why I can't put him B tier is because people get on like he's this unbelievable, like crazy, we've never seen this type of fighter before. And really when you look at what he's done in the UFC, bit more to be desired for, in my opinion. What he's done's good, but like the way people hype him up, I think he stands C tier, right? Jeff was touching on me for it. Yeah, a lot of people don't talk about that though. A lot of people don't talk about that. A lot of people do not talk about the fact that he was being touched up by Jeff Neal. A lot of people don't talk about that. People just see the finish, which, to be fair, was brutal. That's like one of the best finishes I've ever seen. He just choked the cunt standing up. Ridiculous. Right, let's move on. Let me know in the chat though what do I think of the list so far. I think this is perfect. Next, Sean O'Malley. Now, Sean O'Malley, in my opinion, if he beats Merab and then beats Umar, I think there's an argument to be had. He's the greatest bantamweight of all time. We can't see the rankings. How can you not? Oh, on this screen here, I get you now. There you go. You can see them now. But yeah, like I was saying, yeah, no problem, bro. I think that Sean O'Malley gets these 2 wins under his belt. Could be the bantamweight GOAT. Sean's in a weird place because bantamweight is honestly the easiest division to become the GOAT in. You think? Do you? I don't know, because a lot of people are hard stuck on saying fucking Dominic Cruz is the best. Dominic Cruz is this, Dominic Cruz is that. You know what I mean? A lot of people are hard stuck on saying that when I think Aljo's better than him. I think Aljo's done more to be the UFC bantamweight GOAT. But you think if Sean O'Malley then beats Merab and Umar, then he's beat what? Petr Yan, former champion, Aljamain Sterling, the greatest UFC bantamweight of all time, and then you've got who? Merab and Umar Nurmagomedov. That's a historic run. He's going A. I'm going to put him behind Adesanya purely on the fact that Adesanya has more title defenses. O'Malley, yeah. Cruz was injured most of his prime and wasn't able to defend that much, plus Aljo was so controversial. Yeah, but people use that like that's why Dominic Cruz is like, that's why he has to be above him, because Dominic Cruz was injured for so long. How the fuck does that help your argument? I just never understood that. I'm not saying you're doing that, but people do that. I don't get it. I really don't get that. Sean doesn't have to do much more, in my opinion. 2 more wins. He beats Merab and beats Umar. He's beat what? Yan, controversial, fair enough. He beat Aljo. Merab honestly is in the conversation probably for one of the best bantamweights of all time, even though he hasn't won the title. Look at the guy's resume: Aldo, Petr Yan, Henry Cejudo. Do you think O'Malley could beat Topuria? Well, Topuria is next on the list, so we'll talk about that. Sean O'Malley. By the way, what's everyone's favourite soft drink here? Because full fat Coke's hard to beat. American Mountain Dew though is where it's at, but this is hard to beat. But anyway, and by the way, if you're new, follow up. We're trying to hit 20k. Don't being injured is why I think he doesn't have a strong case. He just didn't do that much. Rubicon Mango. I've never had that drink, Cal. Is it nice? Lemon Cocoa's hard in the summer. I've never tried that. I have to give that a go. But yeah, no, but I've literally had people argue me over the Aljamain Sterling thing, which I get is pretty controversial. A lot of people won't agree with me on that take. But how is saying that because Dominic Cruz was injured, that Red Fanta, yeah, that's goated. But how can you say because Dominic Cruz was injured for so long, that makes him the GOAT? In what world does that make any sense? One of the worst takes ever. But yeah, on to Ilia I don't know why they've got a belt around that guy, because he hasn't won a belt yet. So, and Volk doesn't have a title around him. I'm not really understanding what's going on here. Obviously, there was that joke. You had the images, the AI generated ones of Volk being KO'd by Topuria. Come on, we all seen them. We all know they weren't real. AI is just crazy how it does that now. It's just crazy AI can do that. Yeah, straight in the D tier. This guy's a clown. Well, he's beefing with Paddy Pimblett at one point, and you're going to try and tell me that he's beat Volkanovski? Yeah, let's move on, please. Sean Low-Key Cooker, not going to lie, he beat the bantamweight GOAT. CEO Hendricks, you actually have a functioning brain, and it's not located in your fucking rectum. That there is phenomenal. Bantamweight GOAT, correct. Beat Jan. Jan is controversial, so I get why people complain about that, but he still beat him. Cheeto Vera as well. Yeah, he's style on Cheeto Vera. That's probably one of the more dominant performances I've seen, I think, in the UFC. But yeah, no, being serious, Ilia Topuria, he can go beat here. Obviously what this guy's done, he's undefeated. Being deadly honest, besides from Volk and Josh Emmett, Ilia hasn't beat many more people. That was one of my reasonings. Sean shouldn't be beat. Come on, my boy. Let's start using our head, please. That was my reason going into the Volk fight, why I picked Volk. Obviously because Volk, in my opinion, is a better mixed martial artist than what Topuria is. I think he can mix the arts up better than what Topuria can. But Topuria, his boxing is just so high level. He's so high level. Sean on Izzy's level, yeah, 100%. Sean O'Malley is like top 3 strikers in the UFC right now. But yeah, no, like I was saying, that's why I seen the Josh Emmett performance. He didn't finish him. He did batter him. Let's see. If Ilia beats Max, then honestly, having wins over two... Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if he beats Max, a lot of people are going to call him the GOAT. His boxing is exciting to watch. But yeah, it's just but not point for point. No, we're trying to go through this to be like, so S tier is like if I think you're the GOAT of your division. A tier is like, I don't really know. I'm just going for S tier is like you're the GOAT of your division. D tier is like retire, you're shit. C tier is like where overrated people are going to be. B tier is more like fairly rated. And then A tier is just like, A tier is probably going to be for fighters who I think are just outside of GOAT realm, if you know what I mean, if that makes any sense, if I've explained that well. But yeah, if Topuria beats Volk and Max, like there's some serious conversations need to be had. Serious conversations. Is Cannonier B a hot take? But what do you, my boy? I don't know. We'll get to Cannonier. We'll move him up the list since you brought up his name. Let's move him up the list. Get Amir Albazi as far down on that list as we can. Who the fuck wants to talk about him? Beneil Dariush. Yeah, that guy's goated. But yeah, no. B tier right now. I think he's perfectly rated. I think he might be slightly overrated. I'm looking forward to him versus Max. Like, him versus Max is going to be crazy. I think the Volkanovski fight would have been so much more competitive if Volk took time off and didn't step in and fight Islam Makhachev. Now this sounds like I'm coping for Volk. What do you get from McDonald's? Either 9 chicken nuggets or 5 select meal. Strawberry milkshake. What does everyone else get? I don't know, it's interesting because whoa, we're gonna get the Islam, my boy. It's interesting because Topuria is a better boxer and Max struggles with leg kicks, and we've seen Topuria use leg kicks well. So is Max gonna go for a wider stance so he's lower to be more at his opponent's level like he done for Volk? If he does that, I use him for a world of trouble. But again, can Topuria go 5 rounds at Max's pace? Do you know, can Topuria keep up with the volume? Can Topuria time Max Holloway, who's constantly going to be throwing with him? You know what I mean? That's the difference with Volk. Volk gave him time, and then he was able to make the read and bang. Where Max Holloway's constantly going to have something in his face, and he isn't going to back up from him. It's a really interesting fight, that one. Fuck, I hope Max beats him. I don't know why. I think my prediction is Max, but in my head I can just see Max slumped against the cage, Volk style. It sounds a bit weird, but you know what I mean. I just see it for some reason. Yeah, his pressure is unmatched. The only thing I'd be worried about is if Toporia's walking him down and shutting off the octagon, closing it down, and he's just making, reads, and then Max is just biting on them, bang. Because let's not forget, yes, his chin hasn't been cracked, but Justin Gaethje dropped him in the last fight, so it's not as if he's invincible. You know what I mean? It's not as if the guy's invincible. But anyway, Topuria beat here. Islam Makhachev, we've got the first GOAT. This guy's the greatest lightweight of all time. I don't think there's any real debate, to be honest. Khabib, okay. I think Islam does have the better resume right now. Let's talk about this. Khabib isn't better in my opinion. People might say, I know, but look, his 2 title defenses are against a featherweight. Yeah, but he's the greatest featherweight of all time. You know what I mean? He was pound for pound number 1 both times Islam beat him. Obviously, the second fight, there is a lot of, you know what I'm trying to say around it. You know what I'm trying to say on it. Do you think Islam won or lost the first fight against Volk? I think he won that fight. Islam said on a podcast he barely wins a round against Khabib in training. I know, but just look at their legacy. 1 fight away from me, fair enough. He would beat Khabib if they fought. Khabib's just a different beast. Khabib is just a different beast. Islam's way more complete than what Khabib is. Way more. This dude outboxed Dustin and Volk and is out-grappling Charles and Orman. It's insane. It is insane. The guy is so well-rounded. His striking. He's one of the best strikers, in the lightweight division, definitely. And even the way he utilises his kicks as well. If you're new here, follow up. We're trying to hit 20k here. Yeah. Now, obviously, Khabib Nurmagomedov got to go now, lad. Have a good night, bro. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. Nice to see you. Obviously, Khabib looked better against Dustin. But Islam went into that fight with staph infection. Plus Khabib Nurmagomedov nearly got finished in that fight. Let's not forget. Khabib nearly got finished. Nearly got guillotined. Imagine he got guillotined by Poirier. What a time to be alive. Yeah, no, I think he's GOAT. Beat the pound for pound number 1 back to back. Then beat Dustin Poirier. What country are you from? I'm from Northern Ireland. To Poirier in A tier, come on. Nah, not for me. Antrim, no, I'm just outside of Belfast, mate, so I am. But yeah, I'm going to go for Mali, top of A. Can't be, how can you have him above Pereira? And MVP, not the same level as Shavkat, bro. Shavkat's overrated. Shavkat is overrated. Now, Shavkat would beat MVP. That's because MVP has 0 grappling. But yeah, Islam beat the pound for pound number 1 back to back and beat Dustin Poirier. That, honestly, even though Poirier lost that fight, in my opinion, that's Dustin Poirier's best career performance to date. He ain't overrated, man. How is he not, though? Tell me how. He is 18-0, yes. He's 6-0 in the UFC, all coming by finish. But who's he beat? People are saying he deserves a fight for the title. How's he even in the top 5? Who's his best win? A washed up wonder boy? You know what I mean? JDM has done more than what Shavkat has, in my opinion. Right, let's keep moving. Jared Cannonier. Someone said he should be B tier. I think that's crazy. I think Jared Cannonier is a good fighter. Jared Cannonier, great fighter. You can say JDM has only beat Awash Burns. I think that's a better win than Wonder. I know, but Burns has beat Wonderboy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I still think JDM's above him. Yeah, Jared Cannonier, great fighter, former title challenger, in a tough fight against Baralho next. Neil and Wonderboy are better wins than Burns. Come on. Mate, what the hell are you on about? That there is a bad take, if I've ever seen one. Right, yeah, let's put Cannonier C tier. I'm putting him above Shavkat, purely because he's fought for the belt. He's got some pretty big wins. Shavkat could go above him. At this moment in time, Cannonier's above him, in my opinion. Neil and Wonderboy are better wins than Burns. Come on. Is this serious? Are you serious? You can't be real. You literally have got that sentence off ChatGPT. You have to have got that off ChatGPT. Right, yeah, well, you could argue that point as well, but then he's beat Kevin Holland as well. Let me away with having that one. And he was losing to Burns. Yeah, and then like when he needed a finish, he got the finish. I actually thought Burns was going to beat him though. Jan definitely had potential to be A until he ran into my boy, Aljamain Sterling, who just schooled him. Right. Let's go. Next up, we have got Pantoja. Bang. A tier, below Pereira and Adesanya. Ilya in B tier is absurd. How though? Where would you put him? Where would you put him? It's hard to put him anywhere higher, in my opinion. Right, Pantoja, let's just go over this. S tier's for like the GOAT of their division. Ilya is not the GOAT. He got a lucky win under circumstances against Volkanovski. This is kind of how I'm describing it. So I've got S tier for like the GOAT of their division. Right? A tier's for like people who are just outside of the GOAT conversation. B tier is for like properly rated fighters, is what I'm going to say. C tiers for like where the overrated people are going to go. D tiers for like dog shit people. I like Ilya, but B right now, if he proves himself against Max, if he beats Max 100% A, 100% A has to be. Man, that's so true, CEO. He is, like, if he keeps on this run, he could definitely go down as the greatest. I appreciate the share there, Velk. Get the likes up and follow if you're new. But yeah, I thought it was a point for point, not gonna lie. No, that's all good, mate. Right? But Pantoja's beat what? More than half of the top 10 of his own division. That's crazy to think that he's done that. Honestly, the most underrated champion right now in the UFC is Pantoja. This guy's A. This guy is A tier. Potentially, if he keeps on this run, S. Potentially S tier. What I would like to see is the UFC bring back Demetrius Johnson and let's run that fight. Demetrius Johnson in his prime versus Pantoja in his prime. DJ beats him. He holds 2 wins over Royval and 3 over Moreno. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. Alfred, thank you for the cute message, kitten. I appreciate that. Yeah, A tier. A tier. How is Pereira not top? He's not the GOAT in any division, so he can't be top. Right, let's go. Volkanovski. GOAT, featherweight GOAT. Let's be honest, beat Max Holloway 3 times, beat Aldo, multiple title defenses. This guy's the GOAT of the featherweight division. I don't want to hear it. People say Aldo's better just to be different. It's Volkanovski. Alfred, thank you for the follow, brother. It's Volkanovski's S tier. He's the GOAT of the featherweight division. The GOAT. In fact, I'm actually going to put him above Makhachev in terms of his GOAT status, because I feel like there's more of an argument to be had in the lightweight division than there is in the featherweight division. Alex has won the title in 2 different divisions in such little time. How can't you put him top? Because he's not the GOAT in any of his divisions he's competed in. Volk above Shavkat, mate, come on. Come on, put down that John Cena pack and start thinking. Volk is obviously above Shavkat. Come on. Yeah, so, yeah, you are unbiased for saying that. You actually might be made mod for saying something like that. He should be an S+, I agree. What about Izzy being GOAT of middleweight then? Potentially. He potentially is. There is an argument to be had there. I think it's Anderson Silva, but, you know, I'm not going to say you're wrong. Shavkat holds wins over Wonderboy and Neil, I mean, shut up. Volk is in the top 10 of all time, true. Shavkat hasn't done anything yet. Calm down, I agree. If he wins this weekend, do you think he could be? People keep going, but he's going to be a 3-time middleweight champion. Yeah, but that means he's just lost the belt 2 times. Plus his second title. Really, he didn't even get a title defense. Do you know what I mean? Oh, PS5 controller nearly went down there. I don't know. There's an argument to be had for Adesanya. What's this tier list? S tier is if they're the GOAT of their division. A tier is like if they're on the outskirts or could potentially become the GOAT of their division. B tier is for like properly rated fighters. C tier is for like meh, overrated fighters. D tier is dog shit. Izzy is elite, but his outside the ring character is not great. Yeah, he's weird. He is weird. Adesanya shouldn't have a title shot. Yeah, fair enough. Izzy is S tier after Saturday. Izzy though? Orban Elliott is Orban Elliott S tier. I'm not biased. Yeah, I agree with you, look. And then, well, if we're going like that way, then Reece McKee is S+++ tier. I even voice broke in there so people can't. He's that high of a tier that people might not be able to say it. Izzy is S, but I can't defend his character. Yeah, his character is a bit weird. Jan is D for beating my Pookie, you don't. Yeah. I don't think Jan looked really good enough, I do. If Izzy loses badly, do you give him another shot at what? Yo, there'll be no Reece McKee slander in here. Asker in A tier, yes. Taporia is A. Could become the featherweight GOAT. Right, let's stop now. For me in 1 year, Suga is S tier. He could be the greatest. He could be the greatest here soon. If he beats Marab and beats Umar Nurmagomedov, Sean O'Malley's the GOAT of the bantamweight division. Fact. Right. Let's go. Petr Yan. Let me explain. Nah, Volk's the GOAT of his division. He has to be there. Aldo is an S. Come on. What's happening, bro? You all good? What is happening? Thank you for the follow, brother. Shavkat could be D tier. Yeah, he probably could be. Yan and C, what? Let me explain. I'm reading the chat. O'Malley has underrated wrestling. People don't know that. True. Aspinall A, that's fair enough. What are you ranking based on, though? Legacy or current ability? Right, so S tier, I'm going to say it again. S tier is for, like, if I think they're the GOAT of their division. A tier, they're circling around GOAT. B tier, properly rated. C tier, meh. Overrated. D tier, dog shit. Am I crazy to say Justin A? Whoa. Justin Gaethje? Zhang Weili S tier, fair enough. Right, no, anyway, back to Petr Yan, right? I think I might have fucked up here putting him in C tier. Yes, Justin Gaethje, no. No, Yan is not A either. Right. Yeah, Shavkat C. Bro, Yan was so good. Yeah, but he's pretty overrated though. Can you still hear me from all the way back here? But he's still... Let me just turn the chair on. Yeah, but he's still. I think he's pretty overrated though. Jan was a monster definition of all rounded. Yeah, Jan is good. Jan's great, but people I think hype him up a bit too much. People going about like, he could have been the go to the bantamweight division. Off what? Beating what? Who'd he beat? Aldo, Corey Sanhagen, Uriah Faber. Arguably beat Aljo and O'Malley. We won't take Aljamain Sterling slander over here. Aljo beat him. Back to back. Aljo beat him. The O'Malley fight was close though. Right, yeah, because purely off the fact that meh and overrated, I'm going to put him in B tier. But he will be very low B tier. Very low. Right, next up, Robert Whittaker. Robert Whittaker's an interesting one. Arguably should have got his hand raised against Adesanya in the second fight. You can't put Jan a rank above Shavkat, no way. Mate, how can you not? What has Shavkat done? What has Shavkat done? It actually scares me that people want to put Shavkat in like B. What has this man done? Anyway, Robert Whittaker, he's a top 3 middleweight of all time, in my opinion. Wins over Yoel Romero, Marvin Vettori, Paulo Costa, Kevin Gastelum, list goes on and on. Shavkat got rocked by Neil Badley and JDM would batter him. JDM would have a hard time with Shavkat, I think, but it'll be a good fight. Whittaker B or A. Shavkat beat a 40-year-old wonder boy. And Jeff Neal, like, big deal. Yeah, it's impressive, but people get on, like I don't even think he deserves a title shot off that. Do people agree with me? He deserves a title shot off that? I don't think so. I just don't think so. Yeah. Shavkat hasn't fought any big names. He has fought big names, but like the context behind them isn't great. Figgy or Jan. Gary deserves it more than Shavkat. Probably not. Shavkat and JDM are more deserving than what Ian Gary is. But if Ian Gary gets another win, like say he fights and beats Colby, then he would deserve it more. Right, let me see. Figgy versus Jan next. Yeah, more than likely. I think Figgy though is an argument to fight for the title next. 3 wins in the bantamweight division, 2 ranked opponents. He just fought a guy who just fought for the belt, dropped him in that fight, something Sean O'Malley couldn't do, and he beat former champion Cody Garbrandt. Are you from Northern Ireland, mate? Yes, I am indeed, bro. Right, this is going pretty fast here. Let me see. 2 on the way out fights. JDM versus Shavkat for the title shot, in my opinion. I agree. Gary should fight Leon. I think that's the way they're going to go. Max is A. Yo, what's happening, Alex? Y'all get, bro. Right. Jan versus Figgy is going to be the fight to be made next. Right? I think everybody knows that. Everybody is in agreement. That is what they're going to do. Right? I like Davison Figueiredo. Who's the second best country in the UK and Republic? What? Am I acoustic, or is that making sense to anybody else, or am I acoustic? Yeah, but anyway, I think Figgy is one of the more well-rounded people in the bantamweight division. However, he won't be able to take Jan down. He has his hands too low when he's on the feet, and Jan's boxing will just be way too much for him. The fact that he can change in and out of stance as well, Jan beats him. But it's a fight I like to see. I don't think Jan looked great against Song Yadong though. Aldo still needs a fight as well. Aldo's fighting Batista next. Let me see. Who's the best country out of Scotland, Wales, England and Republic of Ireland? You missed one there, Northern Ireland, and that's the best country. Sanhagen, it's Aldo versus Batista, yeah. Which is crazy, they're just wasting Aldo like that. Like, why are we not doing Aldo Cejudo? Why are we not doing Aldo Dominic Cruz? Why are we not doing that? Yeah, Aldo Cejudo. Apart from them, I haven't really been. Well, I haven't been to Wales, so I can't include Wales. Probably, I don't know, maybe like England because there's more to do. Aldo in title contention would be a crazy story. I think he could be. Alex S. He can't be. He's not the best in any of his divisions. Or GOAT, sorry. Honestly, I'm down for Cruz versus Cody again. Yeah, why not? Bilal has so much aura. True. Bilal is getting up there. Right, anyway. Robert Whittaker, he's in B tier. He's above Topuria at the minute because there's more of an argument to be had that I think Robert Whittaker should be A tier than Ilia Topuria. What's this based off? S tier is if you're the go to your division. A tier if you're circling around that area. B tier is probably rated. C tier if you're meh or overrated. And D tier you're shy, you need to retire. Who do you think wins, Max or Ilia? My prediction now is Max, but I can't see Topuria beating him, which scares me. I can see Topuria knocking him out, which really scares me. Tony, bottom of the list. Right, Max Holloway. Max Holloway. It's Holloway A. But A's for if you're circling around potentially being the go to the division. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's not crazy to have Max B. Like, the argument for GOAT is between Aldo and Volk. It's not between Max. If this is all time, Max is S. How the hell would Max be S? Max A, Shavkat B, no. Not really, if that's how you're ranking. No, Champ has more wins in the top 15 than Tom Aspinall, and he's still the interim champ. Yeah, that's just ridiculous, what's happening with Tom. But no, Max, I think he's probably rated. Max is better than Aldo. Is he? Is he? Yeah, if Max beats Ilia, fair enough. Is this an all-time list? No. Max has better wins. Aldo has more. Aldo's 10-year streak was legendary. Yeah, but can you name all the, name me that big high-profile wins he's got there? Like, out of those 10 years, name me all the big high-profile wins he's got. Then Shavkat B, no. Mate, why would Shavkat be B? He's overrated. Come on. But yeah, Max Holloway beats Ilia. He definitely moves up into A tier. I think that's fair. He is. Volk is the clear one. Max and Aldo is back and forth. Max has 2 TKO wins over him. The GOAT Florian. I'd say Max over Aldo if you want to value wins more. Your live contains themes that some may find uncomfortable and has been restricted, reasoning, alcohol, tobacco and drugs. Now you tell me where any of that has been in this live. TikTok are actually so fucking wet, it annoys the life out of me. Shavkat C, B or A. If he beats JDM, he'd be B then. Bilal is B. So this is current list, kind of. To be fair, Max has beat Justin Gaethje. He's better than MVP and Jared. He's not. Better than MVP, not better than Jared Cannonier. TikTok or acoustic. Facts. Yeah, mate, they flag my videos all the time as well for saying they're unoriginal. It's literally my face over the thing with a fucking green screen background. What more do you want me to do? You know what I mean? How is Alex above Rob? How's he not? MVP won't fight anybody that can grapple. I don't want to see him fight anyone that can grapple, to be honest. Shavkat is basically untested, to be honest. But he's got something. Yeah, he does swap Islam and Alex. No. He won't be champ. How is Alex not above Max? He's a 2-division world champion. Look at what he's done in such a short space of time. Come on. Izzy is better than Pereira. He's not. He isn't. I used to try and argue that, but he's not. MVP Leon from fight, but they won't make it. Leon fight down so much. Leon would just like grapple him, but Leon wouldn't strike with him either. Izzy isn't better. Bilal B. Right, let's go on to Bilal. Bilal Muhammad. I'm gonna go B tier. Is Bilal Muhammad above Ilia Topuria or not? Obviously now he is the welterweight champion. Is he? Is he above him? Is he? Wait, let me see. Let me read this. Alex has to be a tier above him, plus the stuff he was doing currently. Why is that? He's more technical. Getting fast tracked isn't impressive to me. Mate, he's beat like 6 former champions. Come on. We need to accept Leon as a mid fighter. If you say anything like that again, you're going to get banned. Bilal has underrated wins. Facts. In between Ilya and Petr Yan. No, nah, Ilya above. Ilya above. Ilya 16-0. I know, but look at the names that Bilal Muhammad's beat. Bilal's going above him. He's got a better resume. Well, that's not his fault. The people can't hold the belt in the light heavyweight division. That's what I'm doing. Bilal's above Topuria. Does he have a better resume? He's more high level, more. Yeah, does he have a better resume? I just keep thinking back to Topuria beating Volk though. And Volk's the GOAT of that division. Ilya 10-7, Josh Emmett. Yeah, but are we really rating that win? Like, are we going to say that's a massive win? It was a good performance. Yo, can anyone translate what that other guy's saying? Leon was top 5 point for point facts. Sean needs to be an S tier. Why? But is Bilal above him? Where would you be putting him? Where would you be putting Bilal Muhammad? Like, where are you putting him? Ilya above Bilal? Nah. The more I think about it, no. Right, Aldo. Since we're the way I've described the list, Aldo has to be up here. Yeah, Aldo has to go top of A tier because there is that conversation. It's literally neck and neck between him and Volk with some people as who is the GOAT of that division. So that's why he's above them. Bilal below Max. Yeah, he has to be below Max. How is Max not A? Because he's not in contention to be the GOAT of his division. He's not even on track. These guys are on track or already in the conversation. Because the conversation for who's the GOAT of featherweight is either Volk or Aldo. That is the conversation. That's what people say. Right, Giga Chikadze. Meh. Remember the hype this guy had? I think he's actually calling out Volk, do you remember? And then Calvin Kattar just fucking embarrassed him. Remember that? He just out-grappled him and just beat him up. Nah, he's not dog shit. Giga Chikadze isn't dog shit, he's meh. Bro's D right now, I can't lie. He's meh. He's just like, yo, he's just okay. Yeah, he's bottom of C. Like, he's not like completely dog shit though. You know what I mean? The guy finished Edson Barboza. He does have some pretty decent wins. Brendan Allen. Just behind Shavkat. Meh, in my opinion. Cannonier and Shavkat aren't in the same tier as Giga. How are they not? How would you say they're not? By the way, after this live's done, my YouTube video's up. Everyone make sure to head over and watch that after. Shavkat has 100% finish rate. Yeah, but against who though? Thank you, Dwight brother. Right, let's go. Aljamain Sterling. S tier. Now, you could put him above Islam Makhachev, right? You could put him above Islam Makhachev. I think it's clear Aljo is the greatest UFC bantamweight of all time. Aljo is under Alex, but above Aldo, but above Alex. What the fuck are you on about? Wait, so Aljo is better than Alex, but Max isn't? Again, S tier is for if you're the GOAT of your division. Max isn't the GOAT, neither is Alex Pereira of his division. You know what I mean? Aljo's the greatest UFC bantamweight of all time. He has to be S tier. He has to be S tier. How is Aljo not the GOAT of his division? Yeah, Alex isn't nearly good of his division. So why is he above Max? Because he's won 2 separate belts in 2 different divisions. That's why he has to be above him. Aljo is in S tier. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear people complain. He's S tier. But you're going off division. Yeah, but he's won 2 separate belts, so he's above him. Izzy should be above Aljo with that logic. No, wrong. Because Izzy isn't the best in his division. He isn't the GOAT. Aljo's the GOAT. Aljo's the GOAT in his division. Thank you for the follow. People shit on the way he won the belt, fair enough, but it's not his fault that Jan didn't know the rules. And then people go on about the TJ Dillashaw win. So no one knew TJ Dillashaw was injured going into that fight. His shoulder dislocated when he was in there competing. So was Aljo then meant to go to the referee? Here, mate, his shoulder's dislocated. Can you please stop this fight and we'll just reschedule this a different time? Obviously not. You know what I mean? What about DDP? What about him? Aljo's not the GOAT. Stick to watching tennis then. Dom Cruz, GOAT. Is he GOAT middleweight if he wins Saturday? How? There is an argument to be had, but there is an argument to be had for Izzy. But I think people are looking too much into he's going to be a 3-time middleweight champion. Yeah, but look at his second title reign. You know what I mean? Look at his second title reign. Pants. But how is that Aljo's fault that TJ Dillashaw chose to fight him knowing that he had an injury? How is that Aljo's fault? Name me all of Dominic Cruz's impressive wins. Go. Name me all his impressive wins. Why do you think Aljo is the GOAT? Well, just look at his resume, the streak he went on, how many title defenses he had. GOAT. Holloway above Pantoja. YOLO, don't start, bro. That's crazy if you believe that. You might make me cry. I don't understand the Pantoja hit. Izzy's top 10. Because he beat the... Right, let me read this. Where's my mouse? Right, let me see. Because he beat Demetrius Johnson, the flyweight GOAT. So he beat a flyweight and that then makes him the bantamweight GOAT. Come on, please. Let's be serious. Aljo injury win. Rob Yan. He didn't rob Yan. TJ was injured. Again, I've went over that. Henry Cejudo, fair enough. Right, so you've just named 3 really impressive wins there. Silva will always be better Unless Izzy wins the belt, goes up and beats Alex. Aljo got done dirty by the UFC. That O'Malley fight. Yeah, he did get done dirty there. Nick Diaz B. Holloway above Pantoja, Ian Haight. I actually might report you to be charged with a war crime. Pantoja's boring, not even level champ. He doesn't deserve it. Right, John, come on now, please. But Henry Cejudo was the UFC bantamweight champion. Demetrius Johnson was never that. Get Holloway above O'Malley. No. Shavkat above Cannonier. No. Cannonier's fought for the belt. Has more ranked wins on him. No. Cannot be above him. Right, let's move on. Arnold Allen. B. Not above Jan. Behind Jan. I think Arnold Allen's fairly rated. I think Arnold Allen might be on the verge of being pretty underrated, to be honest. Now, his last performance against Giga Chikadze wasn't great. Let's not sugarcoat it, okay? Wasn't great. I thought he was going to offensively wrestle a bit more. Didn't do it. What a shame. Dom had Mighty Mouse, a non-injured Dillashaw, which was a close fight as well. Uriah Faber, a better record than Aljo. So he beat Demetrius Johnson, who was a bantamweight in Strikeforce, when really he is a flyweight, an out-and-out flyweight. Close fight against Dillashaw, okay, Aljo also beat him. Aljo actually stopped him. And then you've got Uriah Faber, that's a good win. Holloway below O'Malley is ridiculous. Bilal, no it isn't. Jan above Bilal. What's this list based off, right? S tier is the GOATs of their division. Now, this is purely based on my opinion. I will stress that again, my opinion. Okay? A tier is for fighters who are in that conversation about potentially being the GOAT or are on their way to becoming the GOAT. Right? Thank you for the share, Stan. B tier, probably rated fighters. C tier, meh. Overrated fighters are going to be there. D tier, dog shit. You're the best UFC TikToker. Thank you very much. Thank you for the follow, Stan. I appreciate that, Dwight. Don't forget Benavidez. Yeah, remember what Figgy done to Benavidez? Figgy beat the shit out of him. Do you remember that? Do you remember Davison Figueiredo just beat the shit out of Benavidez? He really fucking beat the shit out of that guy. Thanks for the follow, James. Aljo is top 3 of all time on bantamweight. Correct, and he's number 1. Now this is what we're running with. IBBY. The best to never hold a belt, do you think so? That would be a good tier list when we do that some other time. Arnold Allen, A, surely, no. Because Max did win the belt, have you got Islam in S tier, but not Alex? Because Islam is arguably the best ever lightweight of all time. Alex Pereira isn't the best in any of his divisions of all time. Figgy killed bro 2 times brutally. yeah, Figgy beat him up. If it's current, Islam has to be above Volk, but all time Volk. Does anyone know why my voice broke twice there? Thank you for the follow, mate. Move Cody Garbrandt. IBBY, that's what you're going to be called. Almeida C. Holloway should be S tier. Look what he has done. The featherweight, one of the best in my opinion. He's not the GOAT, so he can't be. You look like JDM, thank you. Where would you put MVP then? Cody Garbrandt, most overrated fighter of all time. No, Tony Ferguson. Thank you for the follow, John. Tony Ferguson, most overrated fighter of all time. That's factual right there. That is a fact. Right, let's go. Almeida. I'm going to put Almeida meh. I'm going to put him above... Purely just because of his division, I think Almeida will more than likely fight for the belt one day. Where would you put Habib? D. Almeida. I predicted Curtis Blades to beat him. I'm just going to be honest. And that's exactly what happened. But I think Almeida's just like, meh. You know what I mean? I think Almeida should be C tier. I think Almeida one day will fight for the heavyweight title. I think he'll fight for the title. When did you start watching the UFC? Well, what's the UFC? But yeah, Almeida C tier. What really put me off about Almeida was the fact that he didn't finish Derek Lewis. You know what I mean? The fact he didn't finish Derek Lewis. I stayed up and watched a 25-minute snooze fest of Almeida lying on Derek Lewis. I stayed up for that. You know, so not only did I ruined my night's sleep for that, and then I ruined my whole Sunday because I had to catch up on sleep to watch that. I'm glad Curtis Blades done what he done to him. Shavkat to A, 18 wins, 18 finishes. Dude's a beast and future champ for sure. Come on, John. Come on, please. Hamzat and S for sickness. I wouldn't say he didn't finish him is a bad thing. A dominant 25-minute fight. Yeah, but Derek Lewis also took that fight on short notice, and he isn't an elite level grappler. Not saying Almeida's elite, but he is for that division. What was your first pay-per-view? My first UFC pay-per-view was probably Ilya Topuria, Max Holloway. That was mine. Ankalaev is C. Ankalaev isn't C. Ankalaev's B. Ankalaev's B. Good fighter, and he gets shit on all the time. Ankalaev isn't overrated. You think Nick Diaz is meh? Depends when you were really like into watching the UFC. Nick Diaz underrated if anything. Ankalaev is just above Shavkat, I think. Yeah, Nick Diaz did get robbed. That is fair. That is true. I will give you that. Now, Ankalaev underrated. I think Alex beats him, but he's underrated. I think he's underrated. Right. This will be the last one for tonight. Now I'll be live again tomorrow and we'll go with this. How is it Almeida's fault Lewis can't wrestle? That's what I'm saying though. He should have been able to finish him then. Nah, DJ has to be S tier for flyweight. It's close though. Get Sterling out of S. Mate, come on. Watch the sport, please. Tom is just over O'Malley. Yeah, I like that. I think that's fair enough. No. Wait, is he? No. Nah, behind. Yeah, O'Malley's above him, in my opinion. Right, that's going to do us for tonight. Thank you for all the new followers, for everybody who joined the live, for the likes, everybody interacting in the live. I appreciated that. I will be live again tomorrow. If everyone liked this, let me know. Let me know quickly in the comments before I go here. Did we like this type of stream? Let me know. We can do more of this. Different tier lists. We can react to different videos on live. Different fights. You know what I mean? Yeah, keep doing these. Right, yeah, I'll do them. We'll finish this tier list off tomorrow, maybe. I don't know if I can save it like this, so people might need to. Yeah, we'll finish the list. Right, will someone remember this? We're not doing the women's fighters. Sorry. Right, can I fucking save this or what? Yo, can I save this or no? I bought your t-shirt, by the way. What one did you get, bro? Yeah, how the fuck do I save this so I can come back to it tomorrow? Right, wait, let me take a photo of this. Let me take a photo. Right, I'll sort this out for tomorrow. Are you releasing a t-shirt for Izzy for 305? No. We'll talk about this tomorrow though. I've got a couple of options for my next design. How's Volcast here? Mate, he's the go to the division. Come on now. Talk about a sense. I've got a couple of options for what is going to be the next t-shirt drop. So anyone who comes into the live tomorrow, we'll talk about it. We'll get everyone's opinion on it. Remember, the Charles Oliveira graphics tee is linked in the TikTok bio. Same with the Leon Edwards one. There is going to be a lot more coming out. A lot more designs coming out, different fighters, etc. But we'll talk more about that tomorrow. I am going to be doing a giveaway for this, so stay tuned to that video. That video will probably come out tomorrow, talking about the giveaway for a Charles Oliveira graphics tee. Very simple to enter. So, Waz Aljoaz, he's the goat of his division. But anyway, yes, thanks everyone very much. Tuning in, following, liking. See you all tomorrow. We will finish off this tier list. See you then.